More Aeldari.
HNL_sunflower. Welcome to my channel.
There we go. Well, we know what this one's for. If I can find it. It's got to be here, right? No. Motherfucker. Am I blind? Holy shit. Am I blind? What the fuck is it? Jesus. Fuck. Okay, well. He's just smelling it. Why the fuck would anybody pick the pistol? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. And 11, 12.
Schmutzley. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, what up, Schmutzley?
Schmutzley.
Welcome back.
Said. Hey,
How's your night going?
Schmutzley. Said. It's Thursday morning here. Already working.
How's your day going, brother? Thursday?
Schmutzley.
Fucking Thursday morning.
Said. She's still slow for me.
I think you're from UK, right? Or am I wrong?
Schmutzley. Said. Switzerland.
Switzerland. Got it. Hopefully it goes a little bit faster for you, though. What do you do for work? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. I probably did, but I have the memory of Dory.
Schmutzley.
Nemo, so.
Said. I'm in IT.
So because you're in IT, you probably have like 5 different armies. More than likely, right? I know how much you guys make. I went to the wrong field. I know that.
Schmutzley. Said. I am only working on the second one. My attention span isn't long enough for armies. Laughing face. Schmutzley. Said. Too many shiny things.
I know how that goes. Hopefully the new data slate that came out is to your advantage. I ended up finding out that my army gave me enough, or that the data slate ended up giving me enough points to add a new unit in here. So here I am.
Schmutzli said, my list balanced out internally. Some stuff got more expensive, others went down. Still 2,000 points on the dot.
Now I remember. I don't know why, but then your fucking TTS is still slow. It was like that the last time. I remember that now, like, clearly.
Schmutzli said, I wonder if it's the SCH in my name.
Why would that make a difference, though?
Schmutzli said, it's the thing not really used in English in my name, but just spitballing. It's so strange, happy face.
That's the symbols for happy face?
Really? But I don't know.
Schmutzli
I don't think it would be that.
said,
but
warrantly. Eric Knox 101. Welcome to my channel.
What up, Eric?
how's your night going? Me and Schmutzli are over here just
Eric
talking about
Knox
the data
101
slates.
said, hey guys.
But yeah, new data slate came out, so
Here I am.
how's your night going though?
Schmutzli said, I set up the painting stuff. Might get some during work. Eric Knox 101 said, it's going. I did a 2K game against Emperor's Children today. Tell you about it in a moment. Dog is barking.
Yeah. I'm guessing that you ended up destroying the hell out of the EC because my friend ends up using it, or using EC. He likes it, but it's just not that great, in my opinion. And then you set the painting stuff up. Hand paint or airbrush? Now, to use super glue or to use Mr. Cement?
Schmutzli said, hand paint. Got some small stuff for my Rogel Dorns to paint.
Okay. I'll use Mr. Cement.
Schmutzli said, need to finish that by Friday and then get 2 Lehman Russ, a Hellhound, and a Chimera done over the weekend.
I mean, I think you can do it, but are you looking at like competitive style, or are you looking at like just for fun play? Because then if it's just for fun, then you can just grayscale it as long as you build it, you know what I mean? I wonder if I'm doing the... Oh, I'm doing the X arc, aren't I? Yeah, I'm doing the X arc. Damn. Okay, well. Hmm. 13. I haven't done one of these for so long.
Eric Knox 101 said, I should send you even more warp spiders to build.
Fuck you, go to hell. There's no way. No. Please don't. I'm begging you.
Schmutzli
I don't want to do this.
said, sorry, got a call, so had to bounce for a second.
No worries.
Eric
you're
Knox
good.
101 said, ha ha ha.
That it says that properly, but everything else it like says weirdly, and anything Schmutzli says, it ends up saying like it's got like 3 brain cells. like even this, I don't know how I'm gonna do this one because then it has a cape and everything like that, or like a jacket. So I pretty much gotta end up figuring. Son of a bitch, this is what I get for doing it auto. So I gotta figure out like how I'm gonna end up painting this, but yet still allowing it to be on the base. I know I can like light glue it and stuff like that, but still yet.
Schmutzli said, should be doable over the weekend. I already got the green done. Need to paint in the rest, do transfers and oil wash.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on like how in
Eric
detail you
Knox
want to go,
101
right? So
said, but yeah, did a 2K game today against the Emperor's Children. My truck held the line against a Land Raider and held it in place the entire game. Only died on the last turn when the Land Raider and Fulgrim ganged up on it.
yeah, I've only played like a few games, but then the ones that I have played are all pretty much against Emperor's Children. And the funny thing is, when I end up bringing Avatar of Cain out, I usually end up destroying all of his bigger guys like tanks and stuff like that, or especially like his Fulgrim and Demon Prince. But yeah, it's just hilarious. Using Avatar of Cain to do like to take half damage, but yet just demolish anything else that it comes up against. He's guaranteed like my #1 favorite character to play. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it should be doable. And I think if I remember, I mean, I gotta look up Discord again, but then you actually do really well, really good with your work, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Super glue, or should I just use Mr. Cement? Super glue, I have like 2 seconds before it sets. Mr. Cement, I run the risk of it breaking. Fuck it, I'm gonna try super glue.
Eric Knox 101 said, my war boss in Mega Armor and Mega Knob squad battered Fulgrim around for a while before he fled the fight to take out my truck. At the end, it was a 40-40 split on points. I had better field presence, however.
Damn. See, now that's impressive. Okay, so I'm going to do super glue for the arm itself, the arm socket. And I'm going to use Mr. Cement for that part. And just hope that I don't fuck it up. Should be good. Okay, now binoculars or pistol? Because technically they all have a pistol. They all have one sidearm. Binoculars don't do anything. Pistol. I'm gonna do the pistol. My warboss, mega armor, knobs, fulcrum, field presence.
Eric Knox 101 said, Beanos, allow them to be a far seat.
Do the binoculars actually do something though? No, right? Am I wrong?
Eric Knox 101.
Okay, that's
Said.
why I was like, wait, what?
No, they don't.
I mean, I'll cut them both out. Anyways, but
Eric Knox 101. Said. It's a meme.
I mean, in all actuality, I don't like ultimately care, so I might as well anyways. But yeah, I've never seen that meme. I'm very like behind the times on memes. You guys are probably like way more not integrated, but then what is it? Way more into knowing what the memes are better than me. I'm like the oldest 35-year-old that you'll ever meet.
Eric Knox 101. Said. There is one of an Imperial Guardsman saying it takes hundreds of years for an Eldar to be a Farseer, but I just pick up a scope and do the same thing.
I get it now. Sorry, that took me a while. And you needed to explain it to me. But yeah. How does it look with this? It kind of looks badass. I'm sorry, but I'll have to do this. I have to do the pistol. It looks so badass. Having a giant ass rifle in one arm and a pistol in the other. Oh, somebody added a picture.
Eric Knox 101. Said. Posted up the pictures I took.
Oh,
Forgot to take some in the later rounds.
that's what that was. Hold on. Cats? Yeah. She's like, I'm sorry. How many models do you have? Like, I thought orcs were like a mob style. Do I like it with pistol though?
Eric Knox 101 said, I did. I had 10 units in the truck, 5 Mega Knobs and Warboss in Mega Armor plus 10 Knobs with Warboss in the Battle Wagon. 10 Stormboys and 3 Koptas in reserve for Deep Strike.
Okay, well, note to self. Don't use super glue on this part. That's unfortunate. Now he's kind of like canting his pistol like this, which nobody would in the world. Oh, never mind. It's actually a little bit not as canted. So it's not like super bad, but then it's just like a little bit. I had 10 units in the truck, 5 Mega Knobs, and War Boss. Did you use the shit, what is his name? The one that's super overpowered now? The one that we were talking about that used to take 15 slots and now is like 6?
Eric Knox 101 said, I try to do a mix of mounted and infantry. Squighog riders and bikers for fast attacking and harassment of vehicles, 20 boys with a weird boy leading them, 10 Gretchen for their command point generation, and a big mech in Mega Armor with 5 Mega Knobs around him. I was at 1,995 points.
$19.95, yeah. So with these Rangers, my army is just straight 2K.
Eric Knox 101 said, Oh, Gaz, no, not this time. We have not gotten the updated points and abilities on the Warhammer app.
No, it did today, just today. Fucking piece of shit.
Eric Knox 101 said, It is weird because some people have gotten it, but on mine, it still reads Gaza's taking 15 slots.
Oh, wait, seriously? How do you clean this off, by the way? Hold on, I gotta put this down gently. Like, how do you clean up super glue?
Eric Knox 101 said, "Might be fixed next time. I can't wait to see what happens when I get the boss of bosses on the field."
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. Because then...
Eric Knox 101 said, "And I usually run out before needing to clean it."
I mean, fair. But I have like 2 ounces, so... I think that's working. Oh my gosh, I think it's working. Wait, did I just break something? It sounded like I broke something. Fuck. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. I think I'm a genius. Yeah, I've still got like half of this bottle left. So I have like 1 ounce left in here. Because I got the 2 ounce one.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Oh no, after midnight, it tells me to update the app."
Yeah, so that's the crazy thing. Like one of my friends was telling me that he needs to update it manually, but for some reason I didn't. It automatically updated for me.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Now I need to finish my 2 battle wagons and hunt down flash jets and commandos. This is going to be amazing."
I like how once a new data sheet comes out, everybody's like, "Oh, I need to get this. I need to do this." It's like, okay, GW, I see you. I think that turned out pretty good. Just clean out the hole. Yeah. Oh, shit. That wasn't that smart.
Eric Knox 101 said, Well, I have wanted these since Christmas, as that is when they dropped the tactical brigade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. I just want this fucking army done. That's all I want. That's all I want in life, just to have this thing be done. That's it. That's all. Why is that so hard?
Eric Knox 101 said, I'll randomly fly out to Hawaii and play a match against you as motivation, lol.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna bring Emperor's Children, then we'll see about that now. But I know you're orcs, so I'm like, I don't. What do I have that would be impressive against you, or that would just destroy? No, because then you would just bring the big boss, and then your big boss versus my Avatar of Cain. Actually, I think Avatar of Cain. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be biased because it's my army, but
Eric Knox 101
that's
said,
what I mean.
Avatar of Cain versus Gaz would be a brawl.
Because I think you do a lot of damage. I do, like, compared to you, I do like decent damage, but it's my ability to take half damage that really gives Avatar of Cain the, like, from my point of view, the advantage. But that all depends on the dice roll, right? So
Eric Knox 101 said, Makari, while he is alive, gives me a 2+ invuln, but I cannot reroll it and he dies in one hit.
So what you're saying is I should warp spider you, or I should deep strike my Baharoth with swooping hawks, well, with one of my swooping hawks, to just destroy the shit out of him. If you do come down and we play, I'm just gonna be like, which one's Bakari? Babe, why are you listening to Christmas music right now?
Eric Knox 101 said,
Why are you listening to
he is
Christmas music?
slow as hell, but tanky too.
Okay. Okay. I actually think that looks cool. I like these figures. Fuck.
Eric Knox 101
I wish they weren't so damn
said,
expensive though.
Gork's Claw is also dangerous. 6 attacks, 2+ to hit, 14 strength, -3 AP, and 4 damage a shot. If he is leading a group, +1 to hit and wound, and on the whack, he gets crits on a 5+. Eric Knox 101 said, and crits are lethal hits.
Ten movement, 11 toughness, +2, whatever the fuck that thing is. 14 wound, +6, whatever the hell that is. Or 5, whatever the hell that is. But then range attack, sustain hits D3, 12-inch one attack, 6B. I just call it bullshit. I don't know what that means. +2 bullshit, 16 strength, -4 armor piercing, D6 +2, and then his 12 attacks for the sweep. But it's his abilities.
Eric Knox 101 said, sustained hits means it gets extra attacks on a 6.
Okay, that makes sense. Each time as an attack is allocated to this model, have the damage characteristics of that attack. While a friend in Aeldari's unit is within 6 inches of the model, add 1 to advance and charge rolls made for the unit. So, Avatar Arcane. Okay. And also gotta put 14 on here. Shit.
Eric Knox 101 said, it would be a real brawl. It would come down to just dice.
Yeah, straight up. Like that's pretty much everything that it would just be like, oh yeah. Yeah, just yeah. Yeah. Just straight up like whoever has a heart of the cards. Speaking of, so I got my mission pack today, or not today, but then I got my mission pack like I think over the weekend or something like that. And then I ended up getting the sleeves to put over it. And obviously it doesn't fit in the box anymore. But I'm gonna print out, or I'm gonna 3D print a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tomb box, pretty much. Just so that I can end up putting the cards in that. And every time I come to play a game, I'm gonna bring my my obelisk just for giggles, just because I can.
Eric Knox 101 said, hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
I know one of my friends is gonna be like, "Oh,
Eric Knox
why don't you just
101
buy like a case,
said,
like a case that I did." I was
gotta
like,
have your dice box with Joey on it. King of gambling.
But I hate Joey. I'll put blue eyes. I'll do a blue eyes. Who's your favorite character from Yu-Gi-Oh? Schmutzly, if you're here too, then what is your favorite character from Yu-Gi-Oh? Did you watch Yu-Gi-Oh? Also, don't mind me, I'm very slow with this.
Eric Knox 101 said, unashamed to say, Seto Kaiba. Man was on that grind set.
Yes! See, I don't care what anybody says. Seto is always the fucking... He's the best. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, yes, he was a dick. Yes, he ended up literally beating somebody's grandpa just so that he can take the 4th card in the world and end up destroying it just for the sake of doing it. But at least he wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pulling out some dumb shit like, oh, yes, this arrow card with this polymerization and my what is it? My skull mammoth. I can end up fusing them with your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then now it's gonna die. I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't do that shit. Lying
Eric
sack of
Knox
shit.
101
Yeah, Mammoth Graveyard.
said, Mammoth Graveyard.
Or even like what is it? I use my Stone Guardian, and now he can end up piercing the moon that's above. I'm like, you can't fucking do that. Kaiba was a dick, but at least he wasn't a lying sack of shit. That's all I gotta say. Do I wait? I will light glue this.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Your card that does this exact thing also lets me do it because I said so."
Exactly.
Yugi.
Exactly. See, Jesus, dude. Like, no, it fucking doesn't. I would guarantee be one of those people be like, where? Show me where. Where on this card does it say that I can do that? But then again, they didn't have words on the card, so. Actually, now that I think of it, when me and my friend first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we ended up buying the packs and stuff like that from a place nearby called Hokubundo, and I
Eric
used
Knox
to be
101
like Yugi.
said, "Joey won my respect when he was about to take
I
out
used
the
to just
main
say
bad
random
guy,
shit, and
but
I'm like,
passed
yeah, that's
out
what it
because
says.
they
Like,
couldn't have him
fuck
win."
if I know. I don't read Japanese. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. I am ashamed of it, but I'm not gonna lie about me not saying that. So I'm gonna be honest about it. Joy won my respect when he was about to take out the main bad guy, but passed out because they couldn't have him. Which main bad guy? I don't remember Yugi or Joey fucking beating anybody really. I don't think he even won against May
Eric Knox
Valentine.
101 said, "Being down Merrick. He nearly won the Winged Dragon of RA."
I wonder what would happen if Joey ended up actually winning the Raw. You know what I mean? Because then if you think of it, like, Kaiba had Obelisk, Yugi had Slifer, Merrick had... I didn't really care for Merrick, though. He was kind of a dipshit. His only redeeming quality was that when he turned into Yami Merrick.
Eric Knox 101 said, "There is a clip of the voice actor for Joey doing the ancient chant in the Brooklyn accent."
Jesus Christ. That's something that I would be like, what the fuck, dude? But even that whole, like, what is it? Heart of the Cards and stuff like that. Like, even for that, I was like, bro, this is ridiculous. With the power of friendship, we will win this duel. No, you fucking won't. What am I on? What piece? 18. So I'm starting to learn about the fact of not gluing down the pieces completely, because when I try and do the bases with that sand, it sucks. So I'm going to be doing this very, very meticulously, very slowly, and I'm going to end up not gluing it completely down so that I can have some wiggle room and maybe pull the piece off if possible, because trying to cut it off really sucks when you end up slipping and hitting your hand with a precision blade. But that's sharp because I had to throw away my old one because I got super glue on it. I need 17. Huh? What? Yeah. I don't know if rubbing alcohol would take the super glue off. It's not like generic super glue.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it would.
Eric Knox 101 said, paint around where you want the feet to set, then do the
Yeah.
basing, leaving that painted area alone.
Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is pretty much like for this one, right? I only super glued, not super, not super glue. I Mr. Cemented the back end foot so that when I end up priming it all, it'll, like you said, leave like not really indentation, but it'll leave like the outline of where the feet are gonna be, and then I can at least do it that way. Or if I'm feeling super lazy, when I pull it off, if I can pull it off, I'm gonna end up just basing the whole thing regardless, and then super gluing down onto that, which sounds like a better idea actually. Now that I say that out loud.
Eric Knox 101 said, with age comes wisdom, lol.
With age comes wisdom and a lot of like blood-soaked figures and a lot of cuts. I remember when I first started doing this stuff, and the one thing that stuck out in my mind um, when people would say, "Oh, make sure that you use a fresh blade because in a dull one is more dangerous." I'm like, no, it's not. I at least know how much pressure I'm using. See, like with a brand new one, I would not be able to do this.
Eric Knox 101 said, if you didn't bleed on your models, did you really build them?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but then I remember the very first model that I ever built. I was using my teeth to cut the Gundam pieces off of the runners. And that was only after I started using a plastic butter knife. I was 5. So yeah.
Eric Knox 101 said, dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, my parents wouldn't let me have like a knife or like even use scissors, because then I tried using scissors, but then the ones that they gave me were, you know, like the kind that you give your elementary school kid, the one with like the plastic handle that you apply like any real amount of pressure and then thing just snaps. Yeah, they gave me that. It broke. I didn't want to ask them for anything else, so I just said, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna use whatever I can find. So I found a butter knife, tried that didn't work, because I figured I could like saw it because I had teeth. That didn't work. And then afterwards I was like, you know, screw it, I'm just gonna bite it. That worked. Oh, it's the front. I'm stupid. I was like, how does this fit?
Eric Knox 101 said, feral Gundam builder.
Or if I were to start like streaming all over again, or like create a dedicated YouTube channel, I should just change my name to that. Feral Gunpla Builder. Oh, but that means I don't have to go back to doing that and like using my teeth to like break off pieces. Fuck. No, I'm good. I'm good. Nope. 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 Yeah. Yeah. So like I wouldn't be able to use any tools. No no blades of any kind. I'll just have to be able to use my teeth. Yeah, I don't think so.
Eric Knox 101 said, do bashing and say you built it in a cave with a box of scraps. Get that Stark rep.
Speaking of like the whole Stark rep thing, so I've kind of prided myself as far as building my car or like doing modifications for my car based on the fact that I had a business plan or a business idea where my business name would be Ghetto Works. GHETTOWRKZ. Z is because it's, I mean, I can't actually say it, but pretty much the long and short of it is, reason why I would name it Ghetto Works is because sometimes doing things ghetto works. Everything that I did on my car was either hiding behind an SUV in my parking lot because I didn't want the security to see. It was in a parking lot of a park, or literally on the street doing work on my car. So sometimes ghetto works. Also, I didn't have money to take it to a shop, so I just said, screw it, I'll do it all myself. But I still pride myself on the fact that
Eric
I'm the only
Knox
one that touched
101
that car, really.
said, the headlight of my car is held in the slot with a soda can because the clip is $200, but the can was 50 cents. Eric Knox 101 said, if it works, it works.
If it's stupid but it works, is it really stupid? Yeah, that looks good enough. Yeah. So 21 and 20. Wait, are you talking about the
Eric
car that
Knox
you were
101
asking?
said, when I was in the army, grunts and crafts was always a fun day of activities. Stupid answers for difficult problems.
Yeah, when we would have like problem solving things to do, I'd always tell, like, whenever I was leading my team, I was always like, yeah, you know, anybody that has, you know, any idea of what they want to try, you know, just say it. There's no stupid answer, or there's no stupid answers or solutions. There's one guy named Bumki, Bumki. Every time he would open his mouth, I was like, oh, you know, like, do you guys have any possible solutions you want to try? Except you. Oh, but you said that there's no stupid answers. Except you.
Eric Knox 101 said, and yes, the same car. The headlight clip was broken when we bought it. One of my friends, before he moved away, helped us pop that out, and we repaired it with a soda can.
I like that. Did she poop? No. How do you end up getting rid of these lines? Like the... what is it? The mold lines.
Eric Knox 101 said, "The mold lines?
Yeah.
Find ways to hide with orky paint jobs."
You bastard.
Eric Knox 101 said, "I know, zero help."
Nah, but figure something out. By the way, what you up to tonight, Eric? Working on your list?
Eric Knox 101 said, "Working on my list, trying to figure out how to kit Ash some rear wheels for the battle wagon I got secondhand."
I mean, you can always use corkboard, or you can use corkboard, styrofoam.
I mean, you can always like play into the orc way, right? Where they just like scavenge stuff off of whatever. If you have plot plate, then you can use that.
Kimothy Gaming, welcome to my channel.
Hey, what up, Timothy?
Gaming said,
Welcome back, welcome back.
"Good morning, Hawaii."
Good morning, Sir Dutch. Mr. Netherlands. How's your night going? Day. How's your day going?
Eric Knox 101 said, "Probably going to steal some tires from my son's often broken plastic cars."
There you go. Repurpose.
Kimothy Gaming said, "For me going well, and you?"
Not going too bad. I am working on Rangers because the patch notes, the app ended up getting updated. So I had some spare points.
Eric Knox 101 said, he is working on Rangers because he needs a break from the warp spiders. He still has so many to build and paint.
Fuck you. I'm done. Actually, I lied. I'm not done. So I bought 2 combat patrols. For I think for Dire Avengers because it only comes with 5. No, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with warp spiders because it only comes with 1, right? Fuck, you're giving me PTSD. Bastard.
Eric Knox 101 said, ha 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 ha.
That stupid ass laugh. Ha ha ha. Kenneth, or Timothy, did your army ended up changing?
Timothy Gaming said, Eric, how are you doing? Laughing face.
Laughing face. This TTS is so stupid, but I love it. But yeah, did your army points change? Oh no, it did. You're orc too, right? No, you're Tyrannid. I think they left it alone, right? I don't know.
Eric Knox 101 said, I'm going well. Did a 2K game earlier. Ended in a draw. Was fun. Timothy Gaming said, Tyrannid, laughing face.
Yeah, I think they left Tyrannid alone. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah. He's trying to play with her. Yeah.
Timothy Gaming said, don't cut yourself.
This is where I feel most comfortable, honestly, because
Timothy Gaming
from
said,
building for so long.
Yay ads.
Fucking ads. Every time. Actually, now that I'm building these, I don't know why I didn't do them earlier. They're actually pretty cool models. And they're super cheap.
Kimothy Gaming said, back, laughing face.
Hey, welcome back. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is probably like the most comfortable part of building that I'm like comfortable with. I should have worded that better. But yeah, because I've been doing Gundams for so long and pretty much that's the method that I do. Yeah, it's the part that I enjoy the most. Using precision blade and stuff like that.
Kimothy Gaming said, that's also how I hold the knife to get like the last meat of a bone during dinner XD.
There we go. Sastu. Oh, actually, I really
Eric
like
Knox
these
101
figures.
said, Reddit post I saw. What is one meme you want to force GW to make canon? I saw Rylaner as a member of the Legion of Damned and went that one.
Legion of Damned. Meme you want to force GW to make canon. What would I want them to make canon? Ooh. I want them to do the there's a meme where like it shows well there's a couple. So like the black guy that's like the think about it one. So on that one I want the dog like actually that one. I want them to make figures that are able to do that. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. But wait, you hold on. I didn't even
Eric Knox 101
I
said,
didn't even catch that. So
that would be funny.
Timothy, you go like this to get the meat off of a bone. Like let's say this is the bone. You go like this to get the meat off of it. That's crazy.
Kimothy Gaming said, yeah, scrape the bone, yes.
Maybe it's the American in me, but I just cook it longer and then it falls off, no? Or is it just me? Or maybe I'm just thinking of barbecue.
Eric
I'm hungry
Knox
now.
101 said, Rylaner is funny because he gave Fulgrim PTSD.
Okay. Now I'm getting curious. Who is Rylaner?
Eric Knox 101 said, no. Cook it long enough to pull the bone out to just have the meat.
Well, yeah. Oh. That's cool. If we were to do this and then have it be like a diorama where my figure would be on top, as long as the base is the same size, then
That'd be pretty cool. What chapter is he from? I feel like a 12-year-old asking that kind of shit.
Kimithigaming said, "Not like ribs have to be tender that it falls off, but like bone steak you want tender, but not liek falling off the bone tender."
I mean, that's true. But even for that, I usually end up just using like, like a steak knife and stuff. Well, so I'm Filipino and kind of ghetto. So what I usually do is I'll just grab the T-bone itself and then just start like chewing off of that. But I understand that is frowned upon in fine dining. I don't care. I just usually try and face away from everybody. But that's me.
Kimithigaming said, "And I eat my steak rare XD."
Like rare or like medium rare? Preferably medium rare. Fuck. This is the Exarch. Son of a bitch.
Kimithigaming said, "Medium rare asterisk."
Okay, medium rare. There we go.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Rylaner was a dreadnought of the Emperor's children who was at the siege of Istvan III. He survived and waited alone for 10,000 years, working to repair a virus bomb. He laid out a trap for Fulgrim and lured in some thousand suns and Fulgrim." Kimithigaming said, "But sometimes rare."
Oh, so you like it still like mooing kind. Okay, that sounds... Okay, I was wondering why it was pink. I was like, EC? Yeah, shit, I did this wrong. I wanted this helmet on the Exarch, but I fucked that up. Because every squad has an Exarch, right? Or no? Because it doesn't look like it has an Exarch. I don't think that every squad has an Exarch. This is just like a different variant. I'm fucking second guessing myself. Bro, I need to know more about like Warhammer. I don't know enough. Oh, this variant is a female. That's what it is. Shit, where am I on? 28.
Eric Knox 101 said, he proceeded to troll the hell out of Fulgrim, who was like, "You had millennia to think of what to say. You have my attention." Rylaner said, "I need not glory, nor words to speak, for I have held a virus bomb," and detonated the virus bomb in Fulgrim's face.
I mean, that's fair. See, the thing that I think is interesting about Warhammer's lore is that there are a lot of things that are a lot deeper than what can be perceived. You know what I mean? So like even like Nurgles, I think that's what they are. For Nurgles or like Beast of Nurgles are just like puppies that want to play with you, but they're so toxic as far as like the fumes that they spew that when they get close to you, they will kill you. But they just want to play. And they eventually, when they kill enough things, then they'll become full Nurgles. Like, that's interesting. Where the fuck am I at? $34 and $33. The one thing that I wish is that I didn't have these things. I didn't have this one. I wish I had my my God hand still. I still have them, but the tip is broken off, so it's kind of pointless. So I really want to get a new one, but it's not in the cards right now.
Eric Knox 101 said, when they get sent back to warp over and over again, Beast of Nurgle gets so depressed they cocoon themselves up and eventually turn into rot flies.
Yeah, into rot
and
flies.
all that want to play and love turns to hate and rage.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I just think it's like a sad story for something that looks kind of fucked up. But what if I can do that for both of these? There's a hole, there's a hole. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can. I just gotta figure out which one I want. I want this one. That's what I mean. Like the little stories behind all of them, like it really makes me want to learn more, but I just don't know where to look. Because I don't want the information to be super convoluted and be like, oh, you know, this happened because of this. I'm like, I don't want to know the entire story. I just want to know about this. Please, thank you. 37. Am I fucking blind again? I think I'm blind. I feel like Dora, or no, like Blue's Clues. Can you help me find 37? No, bitch, I can't see that far. Muy bien. That's what she says. Fuck, here it is.
Eric Knox 101 said, Korn has a planet that has an orc warband on it that he personally raises up from the dead every day. Tuska Deminkilla lead a walk into the Eye of Terror and proceeded to kill across it until he ended up on a Korn-controlled planet.
Korn? It kind of reminds me of what is it? Like, I mean, I know that this is like obviously completely off what is it? Completely off topic and not even like remotely close, but to me, because I know it more, kind of reminds me of like Helldivers. Like the lore for the entire world, or like all the worlds, the system, the galactic war and stuff like that.
Eric Knox 101 said, Tuska proceeded to lose his entire warband, but as he lay dying, he reached up with his power claw and tore the junk off a demon prince and laughed as he drowned in his own blood. Korn keeps raising them up. Kimothy Gaming
See, that's fucking awesome.
said, I don't know much stories from Warhammer like that XD. All I know is Trigon is cool.
Sorry, I was looking up because I was like, Trigon? Like the Gundam? No, it's Gundam Trion 3. So Trion is it's kind of like Voltron. There's 3 different beast Gundams that you can combine to make one giant Gundam that's humanoid. It's like Power Rangers or Voltron kind of thing. Yes, I'm still watching. Eric, is this all like Emperor's Children lore?
Eric Knox 101 said, Trezen, the haunted robot skeleton who steals everything?
That's Necron, right? I do love the fact that we're learning lore from you, Eric. I really do appreciate that. That may have sounded sarcastic, but it's really not. I just am fairly monotone for the most part in my life. For a while, people like when I would play
Eric
Among
Knox
Us.
101 said, "Yeah, that is Necron. The
Okay.
Tuska story is from a short story released years ago." Timothy Gaming
Exactly.
said, "Eric is Warhammer Wikipedia and it's cool XD."
But yeah, like when I used to play Among Us, every time I would talk in the chat and stuff like that, or when we're trying to say like we're innocent or whatever, everybody would be like, "Oh, are you corpse?" Because then I would speak in a very lower tone voice. So if you don't know who Corpse is pretty much a he is or was a YouTuber, also / musician, and he had an issue with his throat that caused him to speak in a very, very low tone. So a lot of times I would just end up talking like this in the game, and then people would end up thinking that I'm Corpse or something similar because I just didn't want to talk very loud. And then I just wanted to kind of keep it quiet because, I didn't want to start yelling and everything like that. But people would think that I'm Corpse. So now I talk like this.
Eric Knox 101 said, "The Eldar would be cooler if they had their dinosaur mounts."
Why did it say Eldar like correctly though? And we have dinosaur mounts? Do we? Really?
Timothy Gaming said, "Eldar Lizard Men crossover."
Wait, you're the one that your wife likes lizard men, right? Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second. I will be back. Oh.
Timothy Gaming said, "Yesh."
Are you able to make an entire Tau army with Kroots? Do you know?
Eric Knox 101 said, "They're called the Exodites. They went to planets called Maiden Worlds and raised dinosaurs as mounts."
Also, I increased the audio of the volume of the audio as far as like the music. Is that too loud?
Eric Knox 101 said, "That I am not sure, but I can ask. I know they recently had a kill team of crits added." The music is fine. Kimithigaming said, Nah, not too loud music is fine.
I'm trying to figure out why the video is shaking. So it's kind of irritating. Oh, you know what? I know why. Did that just make it worse? It's settling? Nope. Because if I end up touching it, it stops.
Kimithigaming said, ads.
Don't mind that. Why the fuck is my thing waving? It's not touching anything. Okay.
Eric Knox 101 said, is Obelisk shifting at any? It kind of almost reminds me of if you're being sent to the Shadow Realm. Holy shit, that is so much worse. I don't get why it does that. Like I know why, because there's something that's vibrating the thing, but I don't have anything that should be doing it that bad.
Sorry, I think you guys are just gonna have to live with it for this one. And then
Eric Knox 101 said, "Do you have a fan?"
I do have a fan, but it's not touching anything. And I just turned it off. Yeah, you know, I think you guys are just gonna have to live with it for this one. Hopefully you guys don't mind, but then I'm gonna try and... So what I'm gonna do
Eric
is...
Knox 101 said, "I remember when your desk was bumped. It shook like this before. But if the fan is off, then I am unsure."
Yeah, so like, hold on. Let me take the camera off. So what I'm gonna do is, for the next one, I'm gonna end up, instead of having it be attached to the table, I'm gonna have it attached to the bottom of my shelf. If you can see in the bottom, or the little picture-in-picture. But then that's what all my Gundams are on. So hopefully there's enough room behind it. But at least that will like get rid of the camera shake when I end up even standing up or whatever. Because like if this camera shakes, and that's not that bad. This one, on the other hand, like it really looks like I'm being fucking sent into the shadow realm. So I guess for now, what I'll do is that. Oh my god, that looks fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I will fix it for tomorrow. I'm just gonna try and keep going through this because I want to try and finish this up. But yeah, where were we at before I started going on my little tirade of that? They are called Exodites. They went to planets called Maiden Worlds and raised dinosaurs as mounts. That's for Aeldari? Can you make an entire army of that? Yeah, I don't have anything else that's vibrating.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Sadly, the Exodites do not have any rules that I am aware of. I wish they did because I might have played them instead of orcs."
There was one race that I remember hearing about that was all powerful and all that kind of shit. That pretty much was the beginning of everything from Warhammer. Am I wrong?
Eric Knox 101
Yeah, the old ones.
said, "The old ones? The ancient frog people from a different galaxy."
Yeah, I think that's the one. The ones that like they're the ones that started everything, but then they got destroyed or driven out or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Eric Knox 101 said, they came across the Necrontyr, who suffered from super cancer because of their home star. They asked the Old Ones for immortality because they wanted to survive, and according to the Necrons, they were snubbed. It led into the war in heaven.
See, that's cool. And the Old Ones don't have an army, right? Or did they like transform into something else?
Eric Knox 101 said, the Old Ones made the Orcs and the Eldar to fight their battles, but slowly, they jumped back into the webway or they died. The last one is rumored to have come to Earth to advance a primate, but that has been listed as doubted lore now.
See, I think that's the one thing that's like really interesting about Warhammer is that just like Star Trek, it has such an in-depth lore that it is kind of transcended a lot, you know?
Said, ye, and then they met the sitter or something right who sided with the Necrons right.
I have no clue. That's an Eric question.
Timothy Gaming said, who made them immortal robots? Eric Knox 101 said, the Tan, the Star Gods. Timothy Gaming said, that? Timothy Gaming said, Sitter is from World of Warcraft and getting stuff mixed here. Timothy Gaming said, I am learning.
See, when it comes to like Warhammer, I know jack shit about it. As far as like the lore, you know, the backstory, why this happened, why these people are like this or whatever. Ask me about Gundam. I can hold my own. I really intended on doing like a Gundam stream tonight because then I was gonna end up building the tall geese, but because the app updated and I had extra points, I figured, fuck, I guess I gotta fill that out then. I mean, it's not like I'm competing because I don't know enough yet, but you know what I mean? I'm here. I was just about to finish my army and
Timothy Gaming said, I played Warhammer Sos Marine 2 and thought I'd read some just out of curiosity, and I spiraled into it, and now I'm painting models.
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, I will admit that the game actually kind of got me wanting to get into the models, but you know,
Eric Knox 101 said, they made a deal with the Necrons to give them their immortal bodies as long as they got made some too. They proceeded to eat the soul energy of the Necrons as they became the robots. At the end of the war in heaven, the Silent King, the leader of the Necrons, used his power to shatter them into shards and use them as weapons. One of them, they outright killed, the Flayed God, who cursed them to have the Flayer virus.
Sorry, trying to not get glue on any place that my fingers are going to touch because then I don't want my fingerprints on this thing. That looks close enough to being one piece. The Flayed God, who cursed them to have the Flayer virus. Which race has had the most troubled and fucked up past? Or are they all?
Eric Knox 101 said, the Flayer virus takes a Necron and partly awakens them to their original mind, but they realize they are in the wrong body. So they warp and twist. They get long bladed fingers, a hunched appearance, and are crazy. They see someone and go, why do they have my skin? And proceed to skin them and wear their skins, try to eat their organs, etc. Then the process repeats.
That sounds like it's almost like, as far as like the whole partially awake thing, that kind of sounds like the Dreadnoughts, no?
Eric Knox 101 said, somewhat, but this is also passed on through touch. Dreadnoughts are at least aware they got messed up really bad and are trying to seek a glorious death or help their chapter until they finally die. Eric Knox 101 said, in a way, all of them have a really bad history. The Eldar birthed Slaanesh after the War in Heaven because they had way too many murder orgies. This resulted in 99% of their species being eaten by the Choas god.
Yeah, that I kind of remember. As far as like, Eldar is the one that created like Slaanesh. And then like, as far as Drakari goes, Drakari is kind of like the Eldar equivalent of Slaanesh, I think.
Eric Knox 101 said, "They're closer to like Drow from Dungeons and Dragons. They cause suffering and pain to please Slaanesh in order to not be eaten for a little while longer."
Or like K-pop demon hunters and stuff like that. Son of a bitch. Stop denying messages.
Kimothy Gaming said, "See Tyranids is just consume, and consume, no murder orgies here. I think from everyone Tyranids are the most normal, just doing their thing race."
I hate the fact that I don't think you're wrong.
Eric Knox 101 said, "The orcs used to known as the Krorks, who were very intelligent, powerful, and had really good skill in battle. They devolved from being Krorks to orcs because on infighting and not having a very technologically advanced enemy to keep them at that state."
They developed from being orcs because finding and not having very technologically advanced enemy to keep them at that state. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cut myself on this one.
Kimothy Gaming said, "Oh yeah, Eric was orc player, haha." Eric Knox 101 said, "Orcs have a genetic memory. If they see technology, they will advance to that state, but not any further. So if you only have swords and bows, they will too. But introduce a gun and you have a problem." Kimothy Gaming said, "It's fun how people have their own faction they love."
I
Kimothy Gaming
don't entirely have one
said,
right now. I just really
"Oops,
like
ads."
I just really like Aeldari right now. Eric, what is your favorite faction.
Eric Knox 101 said, "It might sound basic, but Imperial Guard and Orcs. Orcs because funny. IG because they are the everyman. They could be me or you, and stand in front of the darkness, refusing to yield."
Yeah, no, I get that part. I kind of like Imperial Guard specifically because of their ships, though. Like, their vehicles all look super cool. I like the fact that, you know, it's just like how you said, it's like every man's kind of kind of weapons, you know.
Kimothy Gaming said, "I was thinking between Tyranids or Custodes and make the Custodes like Roman Legion themed, but the synapse was too strong in me, huh?"
I kind of like custodes, but I've never played them before. I do like how they're kind of just the brute force, go in, fuck shit up, and then that's all you need to know.
Eric Knox 101 said, "Silly fact. In the lore, when a custodian guard enters the battlefield, the Imperial scribes mark it as a victory before the battle is over because of how powerful they are."
That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I do like the custodians. I just think it's kind of funny that they're custodies. They're not custodians. Custodians are the people that fucking clean up the schools.
Or wait, are they called custodians?
Kimithegaming said, Custodes are like a bigger version of Astartes, right?
Custodes are like, they're the gold guys from Space Marines, but I think they're almost like Grey Knights, right? Or am I thinking this wrong? Or am I crossing it with Star Wars? Fuck, everything like relates somehow. Custodes, I think, they're not Emperor's
Eric Knox
affiliate.
101
Yeah, they're like the
said,
Guardians.
They're the guardians of the Emperor themselves.
Yeah. So like they don't answer to anybody but him. The Grey Knights are pretty much like just straight up the beast killers for the Emperor, right? Fuck, I don't know.
Eric Knox 101 said, Custodian Guard is to Space Marines as Space Marines are to normal Imperial citizens. Kimithegaming said, Yeah, but a different breed of Arstarts, and before Arstarts you had the Thunder Warriors?
Fuck, I don't know, dog. This is out of my realm already. I like Aeldari. I think that looks better. Oh, but he has the visor like Cyclops. Oh, and I forgot it's a girl. Oh, that's gonna be frustrating. Whatever. I put a female Cyclops on the body.
AWOL Trooper, welcome to my channel.
Hey, what up, AWOL? Welcome back. Did you do any stream tonight? Fuck, I keep forgetting I gotta do the damn back.
Kimithegaming
Fucking piece of shit.
said, AWOL is back. You.
You. The fuck?
Eric Knox 101 said, Thunder Warriors were the first generation of soldiers used by the Emperor. They were slightly stronger than Astartes, but overall inferior to them in all ways. They were mostly wiped out after Unification Day, in which the Emperor united all of Earth under him.
AWOL, as a heads up, the main camera is gonna be shaky. I don't know why, but it just
said,
is.
You wiped out by the Custodes.
I've tried everything. I've tried turning off the fan. I've tried adjusting it. I've tried tightening things down. I have tried loosening up some clamps, but it doesn't seem like it's working. So it's just going to have to be like this for the night. And then tomorrow it will be a lot better because I'm going to actually attach it to the shelf that is above my table. So that way there shouldn't be nothing vibrating from that. If there is, then I'm going to be very concerned.
Eric Knox 101 said, Yep, the Adeptus Custodes cleared out the Thunder Warriors, along with the first batch of true Space Marines. They were unstable until each legion found their pre-march.
So is Primarch a Space Marine thing only, or is that like anybody?
Eric Knox 101 said, "Here is another amusing fact. The Emperor of Mankind has been alive since the Bronze Age. As such, he lacks the gene to drink milk after childhood."
What the fuck?
Kimothy Gaming said, "See, Warhammer lore is so cool, haha. I've been playing 20 years of World of Warcraft, and the lore was good until a certain point, but in Warhammer I, until now, never had a moment like, wait, what?" Eric Knox 101 said, "Primarchs were hand-built by the Emperor himself. They cannot be replicated because the Emperor did something weird to make all their souls. They each also have small bits of the Emperor's own DNA in them, along with some of his traits."
Okay, so it's just like a Space Marine thing. It's not like Aeldari have a Primarch.
Eric Knox 101 said, "The only person who came close to making one was a dude named Fabius Bile. He made a perfect, uncorrupted clone of Fulgrim." Eric Knox 101 said, "And yeah, only the Imperium have them. The other races have stronger than normal people, but few compared to Primarchs."
Yeah, so like for mines would be Avatar of Cain, for example, right? Or like mines would be Avatar of Cain. What is Tyranids? Y'all have something too, right? I just don't know what it is. Oh no, we're talking. Oh wait, are we talking about like no, not Titans? Titans are not considered. Titans are their own thing.
Eric Knox 101 said, "I would have to do some research. Maybe Hive Lords? Hive Tyrants?"
Wait, isn't Hive Lord Helldivers?
Eric Knox 101 said, "Maybe? I have been playing a ton of that with my dad recently."
Yeah, because the Hive Lord is the giant worm that comes up, the one that looks like the dune sandworm. But I mean, maybe Tyranids have it too. That'd be kind of funny.
Eric Knox 101 said, I know right now, since they have eaten a ton of space marines, Tyranids have new hive guardians that are blind, but heavily armored like space marine powered armor.
But have armored. Oh, that's cool. You know, like the more that I learn about Tyranids, the more that I'm like, maybe they would be a kind of cool army to do. '41, 42, and then ahead.
Eric Knox 101 said, they are a horde army. You would hate it.
Yeah. I want to get more into like a less number army. But I don't think I'm like ready for Knight's army kind of thing.
Kimothigaming said, Tyranids are the best.
I'm kind of thinking about me and one of my friends, we were actually thinking about Necrons. I told him that it would be good for him, specifically for the fact that he plays Emperor's Children right now, and one of his biggest complaints is that he keeps dying. So for me, I'm like, well, if you have fucking Necrons, then you don't have to worry about dying. Just revive your bastards. That's all you gotta do. I need a helmet. I need a regular helmet.
Eric Knox 101 said, Necrons are the easiest to paint. Base coat with shiny metal paint. Done.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. You know, I'm cutting off all the hooded heads first, or like right now, so I can just pick and choose whichever ones I want. '44 and '43. Or 46 and 45. I'm debating if I want to do the binoculars on this one now, or if I just want to do like the normal. Like if a sniper was holding their rifle, they would usually just hold it normally. But if they're holding fuck it, I'm gonna do the binoculars. This is all because of you, Eric. Just so you know, I don't want there to be any confusion. Where the fuck are they?
Eric Knox 101 said, you're welcome.
Bastard. And you know what's funny?
Kimothigaming
I was trying to look for 43 and
said,
44, but I couldn't find it.
when in doubt, blame Eric.
I mean, I'm gonna start having to. Actually, you know what? If I get into Tyranids, I'm gonna blame you, Timothy. If I start doing a bunch of like meme attachments, I'm gonna start blaming Eric. I'm not gonna take responsibility at all.
Eric Knox 101 said, this is fair.
Yeah, see? Now there's like equal blame. If I do break one of these pieces though, then I'm not gonna do the binoculars. I'm gonna switch to the other one.
Kimothigaming said, nothing to blame me on with Tyranids since they are the choice of ages.
No, they're not.
Timothy Gaming said, ha ha ha.
I should change the title and be like,
Eric Knox 101 said, Tyranids have done some messed up stuff. Jenna Steelers at the start.
I should just what is it? End up changing the title. Be like, I am once again in need of your financial assistance, and then just put what is it? Tyranids as like the main focal point. Eric gets that meme. I don't know if you do though. Timothy. It's like a semi-political meme for the US.
Timothy Gaming said, I'm not into us politics, lol.
So we had somebody that was running for, I think it was for president. His nickname was Sleepy Bernie, or Bernie Sanders, pretty much. And then there's a meme where like he's out in the snow, and then he's like kind of asking news, like, I am once again asking for your financial support. And everybody just took that and fucking ran with it. It was hilarious.
Eric Knox 101 said, there was a Death Leaper, one of the smarter units of Tyranids, who learned that an Imperial priest was important, so instead of killing the leader, they killed all their guards. And kept doing this until the leader had a mental breakdown. Once he was broken, it told the Hive to unleash everything on that position.
Psyker? Question mark?
Hashit's blessing. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, what up?
Timothy Gaming
Has
said,
Hut's blessing?
I do know
Okay.
Oprah
Has
and The
Hut's
Rock
blessing,
were
got it.
begging for money for charity from normal working people while they can give more money to charity and still be rich AF.
I do know Oprah.
Timothy
and The Rock
Gaming
are begging for.
said, oh, ad.
While they can give more money to charity and still be rich as well. Yeah. I'm gonna wait to respond to that until he comes back, because I really don't want to get this like emotion out until he does. But yeah, also has Hut's blessings. If you're still here, or you're probably an ad because you're obviously not following or subscribed. I'll just wait.
Timothy Gaming said, back.
Okay. So if you're back, that means that that has Hut's blessing.
Hashit's blessing said, howdy, thanks for the Elicum. Just lurking for the morning, smiley face.
All right, no problem. But yeah, just so you know, I'm sorry that everything looks like you're like watching things through water, or that you're, getting sent into the shadow realm. I don't know what is causing it to shake, but I'm gonna fix it for tomorrow because it was perfectly fine yesterday. But with that being said, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Perfectly fine to lurk. You're all good. Kimothy, so to respond to your whole Oprah Winfrey and The Rock thing, so in the event that you didn't know what that was specifically for, that was for the Lahaina fire that happened down here in Hawaii. And the funny thing is, like, everybody initially was like, oh, they're so great, they're doing
Hashit's blessing.
It's an
Said.
interesting look.
It's an interesting look. Haha. I hope the fix is easy for you. Smiley face.
It should be. It would be cool if it was intentional, but it's not. It really isn't, because I know that it's kind of like disorienting for some people. But yeah, I'm just gonna, because right now it's attached to to an L-shaped boom that I have that's adjustable to the table. So right now it's attached to the table, but I have a shelf that's above. So I'm gonna attach it to that, and if it fucking shakes after that, then I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Then some shit's wrong, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, Kimothy. So we loved the fact that everybody was like, oh yeah, it's great that he's, doing all of this charity work, and Oprah's jumping in too. But it's like, yo, y'all are like millionaires, at least. Can't y'all like toss some money in? Oh yeah, we'll end up matching up to this point and da da da. I'm like, bitch, start it off then. Fucking throw some money in there. But no, they didn't. Oh, I love the fact that I'm from Hawaii. Well, fuck, you don't act like it. Sorry. TED Talk for the day. What? And then viewers go down to 0.
Eric Knox 101 said, "You have more money than you can spend in a lifetime. Congratulations, you won capitalism. Now start at 0.
Like, okay, the one thing that I do get is I understand that, his major part of his life story is that he keeps saying this every single time. Oh, like, at one point I was homeless and I had only $12 in my pocket. Yeah, well, no shit.
Oprah wants to give everyone cars, but not pay for charity themselves.
Yeah. And you know what? Okay. I'm going to go into conspiracy theorist mode because I'm fucking over it. So the whole thing about like Oprah and like Lahaina, Maui, whatever, right? So the major thing that is really pissing us off as like native Hawaiians or people that are like native to the island, right? That people that have been born and raised here, you don't have to be Hawaiian at all whatsoever. But the thing that pisses us off is during Lahaina, the one thing that ended up constantly popping up, which was mentioned and then nobody fucking said anything about it afterwards, is that all the houses that did not burn down had a very specific paint job on top of their roofs, which is very odd. It was a very, very specific shade of royal blue, which was also the same shade of paint that was on the roof of Oprah Winfrey's house that was there. So with that being said, she also ended up hiring that day a private firefighting force in order to end up being stationed specifically at her house. And not to mention, she did not allow people to go through the gates that she had, or that was like for her property, like to grant access in order for people to be evacuated out of that area. There was even cops that were stationed there pretty much saying, no, you can't go through here.
Eric Knox 101 said,
Yep. Yes, she did.
Didn't she end up buying up a ton of property for pennies on the dollar too?
Yep.
Or companies did it?
No, I mean, well, maybe her companies, but then at the very least, she is tied in with that. So along with that, I have not fucking advanced with this piece whatsoever. I'm just holding in my damn hand. I just realized that. No, but
But the other thing about it too is that, like, if you were to think about the history of Lahaina, the entire town is a historic town, right? So, along with it being a historic town, a lot of the houses are historic. Also meaning that it was all built before Hawaii became a state. With that also being said, families would have had those houses for generations prior to being a part of the US where they don't have deeds. So with all of it burnt down, how is one family going to prove that they lived here? I mean, the US is just going to end up saying, oh, you need 3 pieces of paper that state that, you lived here. Fuck is a mailbox going to be? Burnt down, right? So that's kind of like the other thing that kind of made it really suspicious. And then after a certain point, all the people that were not living there anymore, that were living there but then their houses got burned down, they all had been relocated into hotels. But at a certain point they said, hey, you know what, like we can't let you guys stay here free anymore. So I'm sorry, how am I gonna pay for a fucking mortgage for a house that is literally burnt down? How am I gonna pay for a rent in a hotel, because that's technically what you're doing? How am I gonna pay for the hotel and food and any kind of like, daily life essentials that you have when my job is burnt down? I don't have a job anymore because everything burned. It's stupid shit like that makes me think, like, really. And these are the people that we voted into office. I just realized I got political, my bad. I'm sorry.
Eric Knox 101 said, yeah, rich power and land grabs.
Yep, that's exactly what it was, land grab.
Timothy Gaming said, it's a shame how they mess up lives of other people and use disaster for their own gain, and on camera try and look as the good guys, and because of their status people support it for if I did the same in the biggest asshole on earth.
Yeah. But the difference is that we're on small scale, right? Where for us, like, we don't have the ability. Fuck, I gouged that. Where for us, like, we don't have the ability to come back from that. And in all actuality, it really doesn't matter what we do, because we're that, I'm not going to say like inconsequential, but in the grand scheme of things, like you said, like, they're giant movie stars. Whereas for us, we're just regular people. And nobody's going to see that part. But even for like the mountains in the Big Island, right? So we have one mountain that has 16 high power telescopes up there. And then they want to end up putting up another one. But the thing is, majority of the time, those telescopes are actually rented out to neighboring countries. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't know, China, Russia, Germany, things like that, for $1 at some points. But when we ended up starting to rise up and say, hey, you know what, fuck, enough is enough, because then this is actually our ancestral land. This is a higher place of prayer for us, in order to make it up to the top of the mountain to be able to pray. That's what that mountain was for. But they then started to hire the cops to go up there and start to vacate people and start arresting what we call the kapuna, which is pretty much grandpa, grandma, stuff like that, right? So people that have been around for a long time that are very crucial to, like, the religion, or, like, to the culture, pretty much. And then with all of that person that we just recently mentioned, along with Oprah, yeah, I kind of didn't want to say his name, but The Rock. But with all of his, like,
oh yeah, I'm from the islands and this and that, like, this is my home and everything. He didn't come down once. He didn't come down. He didn't say anything. Like, he didn't show support whatsoever. So all the while, Jason Momoa actually came down in the middle of movies because he found that it was important enough to come down. So and I'll keep in mind, I'm
Eric Knox
not a
101
political streamer.
said, show support in name only while raking in cash to pad their bottom line. A sad fact of life in many areas.
It is. Yeah, like, yeah, so like what my wife is saying, like, kind of just like how you said, and it's just sad because Hawaii as a state, we are or were very proud of The Rock because, we try and show support every way that we can. We do everything, in our power to be able to say, hey, you know what? He is from here. Like famous people that come from the islands, we like to support. The Rock is from Hawaii. Barack Obama is from Hawaii. And it's like regardless of a person's political views, because regardless if a person was more conservative or liberal when it came to Barack Obama, we didn't fucking care. He's from Hawaii. Support his ass. But like them, Chris Pratt was found on Hawaii, on Maui actually. I think he was homeless at the time. Yeah, okay. So my wife was saying that he lived in his van. Keanu Reeves is actually from Hawaii. Tia Carrera is from Hawaii. Fuck, what is his name? Brandon Lee. So if you don't know who Brandon
Eric
Lee is,
Knox
whereas,
101
like, Hawaii is what the rest
said,
of America should be.
Weird. It's like Hawaii is what the rest of America should be.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Brandon Lee is also from Hawaii. So if you don't know who he is, I think he was the original Time Cop, or you might know him better from the original Jungle Book, like the original live action Jungle Book. Who else is from Hawaii? Ming Na Wen? You talking about the sniper from Mandalorian? Yeah, okay. So Ming Na Wen. I don't know if she's from Hawaii. Can Google search that. But yeah, there is quite a bit of people that come from here. Hawaii is so proud of, or was so proud of The Rock at the very least, that we fully knew that he came from McKinley
Eric
High School.
Knox 101 said, aren't the Usos from WWE?
Probably. We have a lot of people from like Hawaii that are in wrestling, or were in wrestling at the very least. I don't know if they're retired. Akebono was from Hawaii. Actually, yeah. Akebono was from Hawaii, and he's a sumo wrestler, or was a sumo wrestler. I think he passed away already. But yeah, quite a bit, more than I can remember. What? My point? My point is Hawaii is very proud of Hawaii people. I'm getting streaming coaching tips from my wife. I am minding my business.
Minis. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, what up, Stu Minis?
Minis said, I'm back, haha, changed my Twitch name. I'm Kimothy.
Oh. I was like, who the fuck is Stu Minis? But welcome back. Why did you change your name? I was kind of
Eric
wondering
Knox
because
101 said, now they sound normal on the TTS.
hey, yeah, that's right. You don't sound like you have two brain cells. You're TTS. I was talking to TTS, not you.
Stu_minis said, Kimithigaming was from years ago.
Try and write a long sentence. And do you want to be considered Kimothy or Stu? Because even if you come in as Stu Minis, I might still call you Kimothy if you want to be called Kimothy. That'll be a little bit confusing, but I think I'll manage.
Stu_minis said, Stu is perfect.
Okay. And what did you do? Did you just change your name? Because it didn't show up as like a new person, like a new chatter. Or first time chatter. That's what it's called.
Stu_minis said, yeah, I changed my name on Twitch, not a other account.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I didn't know that TTS can have attitude. Yeah, like duh.
Stu_minis said, yeah,
Oh, now there's no
Stu_minis
attitude.
said, ha ha ha, attitude.
Attitude. I don't know. She's talking weird.
Eric Knox 101 said, all right, starting to fade now. You take care, my friend. May rest find you well when it does. Stu_minis
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
said, do any of you play Tabletop Simulator?
I do not. I know a lot of people that jump in here do. But yeah, that's something that like I kind of was curious about. Because I still don't really know my army's rules very well, so I was told that might be a good way to learn it.
Stu_minis said, Eric, have a good night and rest.
It sounds like a command. Like it's like you're telling him, have a good night, rest.
Eric Knox 101 said, you too, Stu. Later.
I think you play it though, right? Tabletop Simulator or TTS?
Stu_minis said, I did create an army and stuff, but not played a match.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd be interested to play on TTS. Oh no. Oh, okay. Cool. I thought that wasn't gonna fit. I was gonna be very sad.
Stu_minis said, same, have to figure out how it worked and stuff, haha. I would say we could do a learning match together, but 2 people and don't know anything won't learn from each other, hahaha.
Yeah, we'll both just be like, what are we doing?
Stu_minis said, starts match and now what?
I know that part.
Stu_minis said, sorry if I missed anything, was Taptoid.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't mess this up.
Okay, yeah, I definitely did this backwards. Shit. Come on, pop off. Pop off, please.
Stu_minis said, "What's your favorite pizzas? XD."
My favorite pizza. I'm very basic, so fuck. So I like pepperoni. But if we're talking about like one that I create all the time, so I don't know if you have it where you're at, but Domino's allows you to create almost whatever pizza that you want. So I usually put steak, mushrooms, Alfredo sauce, and I forget what else. What is the last thing that I put on there, babe? Oh yeah, spinach. So spinach, steak, mushrooms, and then Alfredo sauce. And that is always my order if I get it from Domino's. But anywhere else, it's just pepperoni. What about you? What's your favorite?
Stu_minis said, "I'm weird like that with Domino's pizza, but it gets just good XD. I order pepperoni pizza without the tomato sauce and at home dip it in ketchup."
You home dip it in ketchup? That's a thing? Well, I guess, because in what? Like,
Stu_minis
but normal pizzeria,
said,
I get salami
"But
and
from
garlic
normal
sausage.
pizzeria, I get salami and garlic sauce."
Garlic sauce, yeah. See, that sounds good. Well, I was gonna say, I guess that would be a thing considering that for a bit, dunking your pizza in milk was a thing as well. Don't ask me why. I've never tried it. I think it's disgusting, but people did like it. So it is what it is.
Stu_minis said, "But at Domino's, I get just cheese and pepperoni, no sauce, just to dip it in ketchup, not like drench it in ketchup, but just a soft dip."
I mean, I guess that would make sense considering that it is still like a tomato paste. So, I mean, that might be an interesting try. All right, I have one more fucking miniature, and then I'm done, and then I can stop. You know, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Kind of hard to see, but pretty much he's like trying to draw
Stu_minis
one, and he already has another
said,
pistol in his hand.
"I like fast food in general, like the concept of it, but in the Netherlands, it's like more common to go to a snack bar." BBWW. Welcome to my
back,
channel.
BBWW. Welcome back, BBWW. Welcome to the stream. How's your night going so far? But yeah. So the one thing that I do, even though I do eat fast food kind of often, the one thing that I know is that pretty much fast food is better in any other fucking country, even though it probably started here. So like McDonald's, for example, right? McDonald's created in the US. Go to Japan. Tastes way fucking better than what we have here. Everybody just makes it better. That's just the way that it is. 47, 8, and 9.
Also, BBWW, as a heads up, the video is going to be wavy. That is a tonight thing. I'm going to fix it for tomorrow. And
Stu
hopefully
underscore
that's an
minis
easy fix.
said, dude, we have so many snacks other than American fast food chains. We even have a Bama mischief. It's like deep fried Chinese takeaway and batter.
What? Bamis? Chief? Chief? Some, I don't know. I'm not going to fucking try and pronounce it. It's probably like some Switzerland word. TTS doesn't even want to say it.
Stu underscore minis said, skidf. Stu underscore minis
Is that how it's pronounced?
said, is how it's said.
I know that's TTS, but
Stu underscore minis said,
okay, that's what I
no XD, not at all. Stu underscore
number
minis
50. I need 50.
said,
50.
TTS had it completely wrong.
That's kind of what I figured. I know one of the people that I watch as far as a streamer goes, he ends up he's Norwegian, and then he has Skull. I don't know how you write that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but he says that every holiday season, I can't remember which holiday, but he ends up going to see his family, and then they end
Stu
up
underscore minis
drinking homemade
said,
Skull.
skull.
Yeah, Skull. I don't know why I'm fucking listening to TTS when it comes to other languages. Did she pronounce it right?
Stu underscore minis said,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
it's cheers when you drink.
Oh, I can add that to my list of different languages to say cheers in. Mabuhay is Filipino.
Stu underscore minis
Kampai is
said,
Japanese.
here we say Prost.
Proust, I'm guessing. Did I pronounce it correctly? I know she didn't. Ooh.
Stu underscore minis said, ye close. Stu underscore
yeah.
minis said, it's like a long-o.
Proust. Or am I like throwing in too much kind of Russian R? Is the R correct? No. I like learning different languages from people. It's interesting. Is that all of the parts? I think that's all of the parts. Fuck it, we'll find out. Proust. Do you roll your R?
Stu underscore minis said, more like when you say the O in a surprised way, not say it like OE, but as an O.
Oh. Prost. And then do you roll the R? I'm so fucking close to finishing
Stu underscore minis said, like when you finally understand something O.
Prost.
Stu underscore minis
Okay,
said,
cool.
you that's it. Stu underscore minis said, you got it.
There we go. Yay, I'm learning a new language. Rosetta Stone, suck my dick.
Stu underscore minis said, I'm becoming a Dutch teacher here.
Is it drivers from Switzerland that are like extremely good at off-road driving, or is it Swedish? Or the Swedes? Swiss or Swedes? Oh my god, I just thought of it like a funny game. If we ended up doing Swiss versus Swedes, and then you have to find something that is like, oh, is this from Switzerland or is this from Sweden? Like chocolate or a word. Or am I just being ignorant and you guys both speak Dutch?
Stu_minis said, I think Sweden since Swiss don't have much off-road.
Okay, so probably the Swedes. Because I know like the driving test to get your license is ridiculously hard. I'm guessing in Sweden then. And that's why a lot of off-road champions are from
Stu_minis
there.
said, Dutch is spoken in Netherlands and some parts of Belgium, but an other version of Dutch called Flemish.
Oh, okay, Flemish. Because I know like even in so like adjacent to that, so even in like Canada, right, for example, there is one town that their primary language is French. They don't speak Canadian, which is actually just English. I wonder if they consider their language Canadian or English.
Stu_minis said, in Switzerland, they speak German, French, and Italian, but German gets confused with Dutch a lot, since in German it's called Deutsch, and our language is called Dutch.
So kind of funny yet embarrassing yet unfortunate story. So I was driving Lyft one night, and then a family gets into my car, and then they're speaking in their native language, and then I hear one of them say 9, and then I start to fixate on that, and then they end up speaking with kind of like a heavy European accent and stuff like that, and to me it hears like German. So I'm like, oh, where are you guys from? Are you guys from Germany? All of them went silent. They all stared at me, and I was like, fuck. So I look in the rearview mirror, and then I'm like, I mean, anybody gonna answer? No. And next thing you know, they're like, no, we're from Ukraine. I'm like, oh, that is hella unfortunate that I ended up making that crossover. But in my defense, the language sounds similar, considering that I have an untrained ear, you know.
Stu_minis said, I mean, Europe has so many languages, it's hard to keep up if you're not from Europen.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And they're like they didn't say like it was okay. They were just like quiet the rest of the ride. I'm like, oh, fuck, never mind then.
And then there is also dialects in said languages.
Exactly. It's like for Chinese, right? Chinese have the main language that they speak, which is Mandarin, and then there's also Cantonese, and even for like Filipino, right? There's Tagalog, there's Ilocano, there's Visayan, but it all generally sounds the same.
Stu underscore minis said, for Dutch there is. Stu underscore minis said, Flemish, Frisian, Neder-Saxon, Normal Dutch.
So
Stu underscore minis said,
Scene.
and we like 3000x smaller than the USA.
Yeah. But we're also more self-centered than you guys, so. I mean, come on. Tell me another country that doesn't use metric system. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Stu underscore minis said, Liberia.
Not. Do they? Do they not use metric?
Stu underscore minis said, Myanmar.
Myanmar? Is that a language?
Stu underscore minis said, also known as Burma.
Also, side question.
Stu underscore minis said,
Burma, okay.
Burma asterisk.
Side question. Do you know if Flemish rabbits are from where you're from? From Flemish? From Deutschland?
Stu underscore minis said, they are from Belgium. Stu underscore minis
Nice.
said, or bred in Belgium. Stu underscore minis said, also ads.
Also, ADDS. Adidas. Oh, Adidas. Adidas is ads.
Stu underscore minis said, was a short ad.
I know that I have control over it, but then I'm sorry, but I don't have time to really like switch it up and like look up there and say like pause it and stuff like that. So I apologize.
Stu underscore minis said, oh, don't worry about it. It's fun to see the new Korean burger from McDonald's for $9.95.
McDonald's does a fucking Korean burger? What?
Stu_minis said, in the Netherlands, they do now apparently.
I mean, that's cool.
Stu_minis said, with kimchi salad mix on it.
That sounds actually very interesting. I wouldn't mind trying that. Well, if I come down to the Netherlands, first stop McDonald's.
Stu_minis said, we had a guy from the US over like a few years ago, and he tried Dutch local products in McDonald's, and he was like, WTF, is this XD they butchering McDonald's here?
What the fuck is this? They butchering McDonald's here? I seriously doubt that. Wait, we had a guy from the
Stu_minis
US.
said, like the McCrocket.
Wait, you guys have a fucking McCroquette? Like, that's not like a different word variant of what a croquette is, right? Like, we're talking about like deep fried potato paste, right? Like, am I getting that right?
Stu_minis said, deep fried meat stew, but mostly people think it's potato paste, but it's meat stew and hard-end gravy.
But it's meat stew and hardened gravy. That's crazy. Like I didn't know what poutine was until I saw somebody make it, and I was like, that's just fucking fries with some gravy on it. No? Okay, cheese curd, fries, and gravy. That's it.
Stu_minis said, it's a really thick gravy what we use in croquettes.
Maybe that's another
Stu_minis said,
yeah, oh yeah, fries, gravy, and
yeah,
cheese.
poutine is fries with gravy and cheese.
Yeah. I actually really like this fucking model. This model's badass.
Stu_minis said, we also have mini versions of croquettes like Bitterball and It's the Dame, but in bite-sized balls and mostly served with a spicy mustard while drinking beers.
Yeah, y'all have some like weird, I don't want to say rituals, but ways that you guys do stuff. I mean, I know that it's the same way for you guys looking at us and stuff like that, but I'm like, and keep in mind, I'm not saying weird in like a derogatory or negative way. I'm saying it as in like, I've never heard of it and I would be really interested to try it. Because you eat like a mini croquette with spicy mustard. That actually sounds good already. But drinking it with beer. Are you guys a country that drinks beer warm or cold?
Stu_minis said, oh, the Dutch traditions are weird AF, man. Even got international backlash with blackface.
What? How did you guys get in trouble with blackface?
Stu_minis said, ice cold beers BTW, but beer in Europe is so different than USA, it's much stronger tasting.
Well, yeah, I know that it's stronger. But that's why I also drink IPA. So like I don't really drink traditional beer, like, you know how the US is always like Budweiser, Bud Light, this, that, blah, blah. I'm like, no, fuck that. That just tastes like water. But I usually end up drinking like, oh, that's gonna break. Hold on. I'll usually drink like IPAs or something like that. Something that's stronger just because it tastes a lot better in my opinion. So, but I have started to come down from that and I'm starting to drink like Kona Longboard or Coronas is my usual go-to as like a just general drink. It's just because they're light. They're very light. So for me, I just drink it. I used to drink like vodka straight up.
Stu_minis said, well, we have Santa Claus. It's like a sort of Santa, but different. And he has these helpers. And they have their faces painted black, a big gold earring and black curly hair wig, and lips painted red. And they give candy and other things to kids. And on Santa Claus evening, nice kids get presents and bad kids are taken in a bag to Spain it quai, but Spain and you get hit with a stick. That's the lore. But nobody gets hit with sticks or taken to Spain XD.
Actually, you know what? I've heard of that. I did hear that lore. That's crazy. Yeah, I actually really like this model. It's super cool. It's badass.
Stu_minis said, and I don't know why taken to Spain is a punishment, cause damn, take me to Spain.
I think it's more along the lines of historically
because in Spain was known for, you know, like their conquistadors and stuff like that and going around the world. But also I think that they did very, very poor treatment for prisoners back then, I believe. Don't quote me, I don't know. I'm Spanish. I'm not racist.
Stu_minis said, we had the 80-year war versus Spain, also in the time the lore came around.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Spain and conquistadors and like conquerors and stuff like that, I really think it's kind of funny that in the US we celebrate Columbus Day when the fucker wasn't even trying to come here. Like, he accidentally stumbled upon us and was like, "Oh hey, this is where we wanted to go." No, it's not. Just a little thing in my head. Lives rent free for a little bit.
Stu_minis said, I just came back from Spain as a holiday. Man, I love Spain, huh?
How is the conversion rate between your currency to Spain's currency?
Stu_minis said, both same currency, it's Europe, we use euro.
Oh shit, that makes it so much easier. Okay, how much is a ticket from from your place to Spain? And that's a wrap for them.
Stu_minis said, well, I went to Gran Canaria, island close to Moroccan coast, so next to Africa. It's a Spanish island, but a full 8-day holiday all-inclusive in a 4-star hotel next to the beach cost me €1,500 per person.
And right now you can save £50 per person.
Stu_minis said, that's $1,775 US.
Jesus Christ. That is a lot. Then again, I am also poor, so results may vary.
Stu_minis said, but a flight alone might cost you €200 maybe.
Oh, wait. So that 1,500 is for all inclusive? I missed that part. That's reasonable, actually. Now that I know that it's actually all inclusive, that's reasonable.
Stu_minis said, Ye the 1500 gets you a flight, a transfer to your hotel, and a all-inclusive hotel too, with drinks and food included, and transfer back and flight back, and a 8-day stay.
So that's pretty much like all that you would really need to spend money on, for the most part, except for like food and like whatever entertainment throughout the vacation. That's actually a pretty good deal.
Stu_minis said, Yeah, basically, if you stay on the resort, you don't have to spend 1 cent more, but I like to eat out in local places outside the touristy places and explore more local.
I mean, as you should, really, because then like, so as an example, and I say this every time when I do lift. So whenever somebody ends up coming down here and they're like, oh, you know, like we're thinking about like moving down here, what was your recommendation? And I usually just tell them don't, just as a funny joke. But in all honesty, they start to be like, oh, well, you know, the price, the cost of living here can't be that bad. I'm from the Bay Area, which historically has been pretty high. But the thing they don't understand and realize is that everything gets shipped here, right? So, as an example, I usually tell them how much does a gallon of milk cost from where, or how much does a gallon of milk cost where you're from? They're usually like, oh, you know, like $3-4, maybe $5 or something like that. Over here, it's $10 USD, $8 to $10, and that is not a damn lie. That is not a, you know, fabrication. That is not like anything that's, what is it? Like super, I can't think of the word. I fucking brain farted, but you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's like $10 here. Fuel, so like petrol or gas, is roughly $4.30, $4.40 on average over here. Yeah, $4.40 per gallon, which I don't know what that is for liters, but you kind of get where I'm going. Okay, so I cut out all of that shit. And I have this, which is pretty much almost empty. So I'm gonna try and do that whole paste thing. But yeah, it's kind of all fucked up.
Stu_minis said, A gallon in the Netherlands sends you back close to 7 or 8 euros.
Okay. What is euro compared to USD?
Stu_minis said, That's
Okay.
$9.
But I think, oh wait, you said a gallon already. Okay. Why the hell is your guys' gas so expensive?
Stu_minis said, But when you go into Germany, it's way cheaper. Stu_minis said, So I always get gas in Germany.
Do you guys have what's called a Costco or wholesale?
I don't think you do. I think that's an American thing.
Stu_minis said, no, haha, we don't.
I thought so. I was gonna say, like, Costco is kind of like the cheapest place that you can get gas over here, on average. So like if a gallon of gas is like $4.40 over here, then Costco would be like $4 kind of thing. I'm trying to make plastic paste. So I have that cement bottle that's over there, which should melt this down. So hopefully it turns out decent and that I'm not cutting this super thick. But the other bad thing about this is that I ended up transferring majority of this bottle into that one just so I can have it full, but I didn't realize that it would take so much from the bottle. So there's really not that much in here. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Okay. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. Actually, I think I'm going to transfer some back because I don't really think that I need all of this in here. Well, that's cool. Not really, but okay. Oh, that is the last time that I want to do that. No, I ended up spilling some of the cement glue on top of the mat that I have. And cement glue is like, for this, it melts plastic. Yeah, so it melted all of the top level of my of my mat. So now there's a perfectly white square here that's like, because then I moved the bottle, like I slid it along the table, and then yeah, it made like perfect streaks. So I'm like, that looks cool. At least I put it in between like a square perfectly. So that's a plus side. But yeah, so we'll see how this turns out. Supposedly it works, but I don't know if I cut it too thick. So
Stu_minis
yeah, right?
said, it fits perfectly in the grid, haha.
Right? Like if I didn't like lay the bottle down right here, then that would have been actually kind of cool. And I could almost pass it as being on purpose. But I can't now. Which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. At least it's on this and not on top of something that I actually care about. But yeah. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Again, I don't want to put them over there actually. So all my guys have been built up.
Stu_minis
done.
said,
But yeah.
I got to go though, man. Surprised face.
No worries.
Talk
Same
to you
here.
later. Was nice again. I'll be back tomorrow if you are streaming.
Yep. So I should be on tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be on the day after though. Because then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I usually don't stream. But I should be on tomorrow night, roughly around the same time. So yeah. Always good talking to you, man. I was actually just about to jump off too. So have a good night. Enjoy. Stay safe. Have fun. And see you tomorrow.
Stu_minis said, haha, timing, haha. Stu_minis said, see you, dude.